mede nsɛm no mede ba besomo na no pensɛm no ɛdɔso ye papa sɛ mufo asɛm ame ɔkenkan fo so mede besomo sɛ no so pɛ mu kase wo KFM TV ne so nsɛm no de bedi mu akotene ebie ene sɛ ɛyɛ Baba Jamal ende dre abeto dwa sɛ wasan ebepie mu ɔman Ghana ha ɛyɛ ya wasu East NDC primary no wode ebe hyehyɛ so ɛwɔ hɔ a ɛno so yɛde mu nsɛm yɛde ebe som wɔ ɛwɔ hɔ sa enso so ana ɛyɛ ACC omo kyerɛ ɛyɛ baso from ayɛ hɔ no sisi ade okoduru ha edwedifo ana omo de hɔ ayɛ edwedie bi ayɛ ahodo a omo ton ade wɔ hɔ ɛno so yɛde mu nsɛm yɛde ebe ba besom ɛwɔ kase ne so yɛde dwedie nsɛm ebe ka ho ɛde amoma mpani John Dramani Mahama ende dwe wodi nsɛm bi abetu dwa wo kyem sɛ sisi ade IMF mpanifo wo mu kwaye omo sɛ Ghana yetimi aboye homodin ama yisikasɛm etimi ejina ne nan so say ya no so nyepei yebedomo esukọ ede amo yede ni gede nsɛm ebe ka ho ede amo Dina Hamilton awoye nwumtuni ewo my Ghana ha no no so ede nsɛm bi ebegu kwan ma no so yede mu nsɛm yede ebe ba besom anopei weni nsɛm ne afofo pi ayabo ano anopei yede besom sɛ no so pɛ mu kase wo KFM TV ne so mekai wo sa anopei nsɛm no etwego ewoye abe fontentam fidie ne so Facebook and YouTube KFM TV GH enu to betimi ahwebi na wa share na wa like na wa dwentwe no so udi egu ase ama me kama okenkan for me maami esi enkoma me dane me ho sima ba me ba nsem na no pay me hye ase e dia ma no so pe mo kase wo KFM TV ne so anopei me koso e kai wo sensemi etwego e wo ye abefo ntintam video ne so Facebook and YouTube KFM TV GH and to betimi ahwebi na wa share na wa like na wa dwentwe ne so udi egu ase ama me kama me hye nsem na se dia ma odi a wodi wani kopie mu e wa ya waso East ma hye bedwafia wo mo primaries na we run omo de be hyehyɛ so ho no eno enam so ma Ghana ye High Commissioner the man Nigeria Mohammed Baba Jamal Ahmed wono so abone homodin ebepie mu wo my Ghana wo chim say parliamentary primaries ebe koso wa ya waso East constituency wo February boss mini de to so ensum no wa ba se na de ya ode ne ho bedom na wono so wegina wo ho sa ede am bibia nti Baba Jamal ende dwe wo bepie mu wo my Ghana ende nipa dompem ebo hie mu a wo mu ede oseyo ene anije ede hia no ekwan Ebusiafo enu nti aseye we anna baba jama eye ne nkrofo edigu kwan ma wo mudi hia no kwan se wo bepie mu wo man Ghana ha wo no so wo begina wo primacy mu bi ne no enam so ma ne campaign team enso abekasa ediafa eye anka ne mahwebedwane ana wa ya waso east awonya ne baby ko ne hokeni eye Hajia Amina Adam awoye widow edema the late eye ya waso east mahwebedwane na wo chemi se maami ni decision we take e my Ghana say wo begina say mahwebedwane nenu e yade bia entwa ye enu ntinka ni kunu ewu e wo senka otena se na wotimi emo ne no da bi maami e yade a wa fa ne ho egina se wo begina e de ama ayawa so east mahwebedwafie eno anna baba jama on the campaign team call for enso abekasa e de afa
number of intervention to help the community. So we have been preparing ourselves immediately after the last primary. Unfortunately, in the Islamic community, such sympathy doesn't carry any weight because Quran chapter 2, verse 2, 3, 4 is so clear as to what a married woman does after she lost her husband. So if she decides to ignore that obligation on her to come and contest, this is a typical Muslim community. They will be waiting. And as I said, we have been preparing ourselves to even beat the man himself, not the wife. We have been preparing ourselves to beat the man himself. So it is highly unfortunate that as we were preparing to beat the husband, Allah is also doing his own preparation, and Allah's preparation is the best. And he decided to call him at that time.
Ebusiafo enu nti same way anna baba jama on the campaign team members enso e de abetudwa yenso e de bi aba abesoma ma wo de won sem ba wiye no anna eye campaign team e de ma me Hajia Amina Adam enso e de betudwa wo mo HSS se baba jama e wo gidie se wo be wini eye abato ya ene position kese a ekita ne se Nigeria High Commissioner no won fasa position and to no fa na kade ina ngo esanso wo gidie ma pase abato yi enko na wiye no na enkunimdie etimi akọ ediama.
Definitely do what Islam taught her to do. That is, even in her press release of the intent, she stated that she will do as Islamic demand from her. And I don't see, I think it should, but my prayers is, as I'm standing here, my prayers, I will play the advocacy here. My prayers is he should resign the ambassadorial position and come and contest. And I want to assure you, with the kind of woman that we have, I have been in the shoes of so many people. I have been a direct link to the woman and other people. Sometimes you can give loan 2,000 to people, but this woman can give 10,000, not as a loan.
For free.
For free.
To know that if he's indeed confident of winning, then he should relinquish his position as an ambassador.
I don't see why you will leave a president, quote unquote, he is the president of Ghana in Nigeria. And I don't see why you will leave your position as president of Ghana. So right now, if something happened between Ghana and Nigeria, who is to be blamed? Who is take this responsibility?
Ebusiafo enu nti same way anna Hajia Amina Adam eye ni campaign team members enso e de abetudwa anope ye de bi aba abesum ye free sansem nim na edu akonsem fufum dia wo general boss mini de to so eduasa ba ko e wa fimpinuni edu no ensiam no ana NPP ameni okun wo mode wo mo prime se be hihye so e wo my Ghana ha enu de aspirant ni ni ahwe se nkunim de mapa ebetimi akọ e de amom no ma be ye presidential candidate e wo my Ghana no enam so ma Dr. Brian Champon and said dia betudwa wo chese wono a wo ka eye contest hu ade bia a hye NPP ameni okon kina ye papa e ma bato emu e be ye din ye papa e dia ma wo chese wo share ni party members and as any campaign team ni se wa bibia no mo mbom ho modern na wo mo rally enfandi ne chine no ade bia ebeboa mankunimde etimi akọ e dia ma ne same way and Dr. Brian Champon one pay wo de abetudwa ye so ye de bi aba besom
What you first na me call it was oya obi wo mu oya okakra e wo mu me ba second round yi me was asesa me ba kwa bre east eba efija sechen edoma amase enukura me ba mo ho kama amase ene amode ka kra ba no hwe edomo a abeku edomo abeku abono si edom baby a obeko bia wo party ni mbosomi nan a me share me presidential campaign yetimi asisa party nani ahode ni ahode ka foforo bi abayaba nukuo 4 months ye lose 2008 edu 2009 na party ni sorry 2010 11 ni sorry ye botu ya ni ko lose 2012 enukura yenya 49.7% e win in first round now we you lose 41% basa and so 1 year pay and the party na say sorry I want you to throw their buy a man the other call gonna be
Adeshima Menuntin same way and Dr. Brain and the champion wono so wode abetudwa no pay ye de bi ababe sum ye de wo eto ansem so akonsem from there e Dr. Stephen Amwa wono e mrahye bedwani edimade hye ya wo e won hye ye so abaton peswa so na odin sem bi abetudwa fa Ghana ye economy ho a wo chese se yanhwe ne Ghana antoto ye economy na eno e yade bi e be ha o man ye papa mfie bia eda ye nim e ban same way and Dr. Stephen Amwa wode abetudwa no pay talking
about the formula, I think I need to place this emphasis because of the controversy that it generated. Right. People were saying I said I'm the 5th person best in the world when it comes to finance and economics. I never said that. I said that after 64 by Sharp. Yeah. Normally, you do models based on correcting lapses or faults in the existing ones. So we had around 76 by Ross. He did arbitrary price theory. And then 2 people corrected him and did an optimal formula. And then Deming did. And I corrected Deming and did a new model examined by Canadian, Ghana, Pakistani professors. Wow. And it's there. The model is supposed to solve a big problem in Ghana. Because apart from the problems we are having on the surfaces, Ghana as a country, we have a lot of wrong fundamental economies. If we don't solve these, we should forget.
Wow.
For instance, governments, not governments borrowing on our domestic market at a higher rate than private. It's not done anywhere. Any properly set up economic jurisdiction or sovereignty is not done anywhere.
Dr. Stephen Amwa wono anodin same way abetudwa akopim e won hia ye so abaton peso so a wono anoye mrahye bedwane ne nsema wode ebetudwa na bi ana no peye de eba besum ye free sansem nim na edu akonsem from there eye Ghana Armed Forces impenifo enso edin nsem bi abetudwa mo chese ene okoye abefo ntintam video ni so my Ghana ha be bia eye nsem we etwagu se eye Ghana Armed Forces recruit na mo ye nipa dodo na wo medicals no wo mo efeli ye esanse dodo na ewo HIV AIDS yade ebi eno anande dwe wo mo de nkrata aba montima mo chese no kwa bia ni sansem ni mu de biara da eno nti wuti bia na wabo atu egu no mu guso enye hwehwemu e de afa sansem no wo mo a enam wo mo suma wo mo de sansem we egu kwan mu no e yade a wo behwe ama Ghana mra no eni wo mo edini ye papa se eye HIV AIDS yade nti anadodo na wo mo ntimi ampasi to no chese bibisa eni ho na yo mo ankasa screening na mo ye no mo a wo mo qualify no wo mo ano mo ntimi endro estro ho na se eye yade nti ana HIV AIDS yade nti no chese sansem no kwa bia eni menu tuti bia na wabo atu egu na sa false information na nipa dodo na edigu kwan mu no kwa bia eni sansem no emu anope yenso ye de bi aba besomo ewo kase no so me de wo free sansem ni mu na me de wa consent from there Ghana man penny His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ndedwe wode nsem bi abetudwa ewo my Ghana ha wo chim se high blood pressure ade bia eno ewo my Ghana ha ye papa enu nti wo bebo ne homoden ama primary healthcare akoso ewo my Ghana ha eno wodi programs ahodo ebegu crime se ne be ebetibi aboa masade we yetimi aso ano ewo my Ghana ha man penny John Dramani Mahama ne nsem no ebi anayede esomo ewo kase no eso
Ghana, we have an upsurge in non-communicable diseases. And non-communicable diseases are diseases that you get from either lifestyle or genetics. It's not infectious. And so you cannot infect somebody with kidney ailment, or you cannot infect somebody with a cardiothoracic ailment. And these are acquired by lifestyle. Increasing our lifestyle is changing. And so before, the physical activity we used to do has reduced. Now wherever we go, we sit in our cars, we drive and all that. And so we're not as physical as possible. And so if you continue eating the banku and fufu that our fathers and grandfathers used to eat, they were farmers and they exerted physical activity. So if you're going to drive everywhere, you're not going to exercise, and yet you insist on eating a big bowl of fufu every day, or banku or akple, you know, then the likelihood that you can develop non-communicable diseases is there. And so we need to change our lifestyle. But most of all, we must take our medical checks seriously. One of the major causes of kidney failure is hypertension, high blood pressure. And there are many people here who I think have probably never ever gone to a doctor and said, measure my blood pressure. But continuous chronic blood pressure eventually destroys your kidneys. And that's why we want to introduce the primary health care. Because in every community, there will be community coordinators who will go from house to house with a simple sphygmanometer and measure your blood pressure and be able to tell you if your pressure is high. And so this year, we'll launch the primary health care. And if the village and community coordinators come around, measure your pressure. They'll also test your sugar to see if your blood sugar is high. So that if it is, then you can go to your community pharmacy. We're going to have generic drugs there which are cheaper, and you'll be able to buy and take those drugs so that you're able to.
Ebusiafo anunti nsem we ya na Ghana Mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wode abetidwa no pe ya yen so ye de bi aba abesum ye to ansem ne so e de ama ode a eye former administrator Edema District Assembly's Common Fund eye Mame Irene na Toshi wode abetidwa wode nsem we eye kwama delegate ahodo a wo mo ewo the New Patriotic Party NPP ameni okonumu ni nya ne se wo mo prime minister mo de be hihye so ewo January bosumine de to so eduasa ba kun wo chese so mo po bi a obetimi edi party nenim anase we bedi o my Ghana nim ye papa pa obebo o my na eye ankane asen central marche bedwane Ken eye Japan wo no anoye obi a obetimi aboama bibia no party no etimi akonenim nti one day adesede and ode to delegate na enim se wo monhwe ma prime minister mo de be hihye so na bato no wo mo ento enfama eye Kennedy Japan se wo no eno bebo am man no etimi afa ne ntoma pa efraye papa no de nsem we ekotu dwan ma wo de ne campaign no ekopie mu ewa tebubu eye amanten abaton peso aso no ewo bunu east eye mantem ho ana ma me na atoshi wo de nsem we na abetudwa wo chese se party no epeli de bia obeboa eye Kennedy Japan wo no pe eno no ma me na atoshi obetimi edenesa esinebo akase ane wono anoye obi a obetimi aboa party no MPP ameni okono ene wo my Ghana ye papa no nti wo monhwe mankunimde mapa entimi enko enfama no se ne be a ebeboa ma bibia no man no yenso yetimi akoye nim ewa hansem we anama me na toshi wode abetidwa no pe ya yenso ye de bi aba besom ye gina ne nsemi so na ye twa ye ho akwaje aboa fon krato aba ye ba nsem no ye beto aso ede ama
Medogbe na mi Ghana duko du ajakle ho duko kata. Mi chonya nyu adeve na mi cho Talent Microfinance Limited Gajradopa. Mi wona susu savings, adishie, school buafo, cashback, ple bubua okata. Nanyebe egajom de mi agbo la letie tomegbeko ateun ahoga dodo. Kenanyebe egajom vivi la nanyebe o gahia ola atenwava ava de oga ikene hiafa
Tanenye be mi foncho mi afa jomu yo kenye mi afa gadodo nyawa. Business loan elemiashi, church financing elemiashi, salary loan elemiashi, eye bubo li kenye personal loan. Nenye be mi foncho business loan a enye gadodo ikemie nana asichalao. Nenye be washigba keke, alum eleswe, we have talent. Mi pepegede nwo nenye wo shigba lesua ne woge wo kekegede ji to talent pomo no me nenye be mi ponchu mi afa salary loan a enye gado mo ngike mi huna mi afa jirudu dollar nke ga nyo he ya va talent wo pay slip pe bank statement ye kwenye nwi hia o na kokko ho salary loan le rate mi to keke akeji church financier personal loan va nenye habobo masoli hama eji fufofo sankuo jitao olila ashibobwe kekeake mia flegeno na nohem v choji nto jinwade vare kwereka mpopo kai ganyu heya talent kuna po heya ole chagbagba na do tare talent bena wo gado monwa anobobwe nami akpenami
etibe ya nyafi ke talent la
talent microfinance Jengo Amegan Shpe Ape Letina Tejibo Hotame
Miape Kapomoyenya 050-129-1298 Allo 050-128-9119 Talent Woga Kwamanu Banta
Talent Microfinance, your channel of wealth.
Yo, I'm a for and I am a papa at the bar, a KFM musical shopper. You to sum you know. Who free a Kumasi Malcolm that Damono, a sunny at the bar at Dumuno, Sabran Udu, a Sambra Junction, Sambra Hotel, Quantana Sope. Now shop no any Sambra Hotel, and the dinner anymore. Would the free Sambra Hotel, a wood sunny at the co, Nankani and Hagan Hono, Anne, a hot and a KFM musical shop. Ye to sum you know, yet be no fofro. Now the air can say, if you papa a timiche, the old day sorry, the old day grow agro ahudo. Juma de be a woody open here a young figure musical instrument piano, a KFM into a say Ghana Muntie Asante Mai Muntie, a KFM musical shop, Anna Sabre, ya be no fofro Munachai, a war Premper the 2nd Street. We free old men come down and now sunny ediko edumno and udu Sambra Hotel Quantana so now what done on Sunny Faso oho anas KFM musical shop ewo yani Sambra Hotel ana ewe animo ya twa abrebia
na mesi se me ya proud anase me ya twa me free Kumasi edu KFM instrument store obi bisa sa se bro men fo dia what to no woni si da what dey near my papa ejira woni na what to say yes what to no bibia kan wakoma ni nyina free KFM instrument store Kumasi Adum so mi jira na me to no ma mi ti nya ho mi ka fi se fi papa mu anim na mi jina no wo be try e ko ma ya do se kana twa nanka kaneu ensemfu ayi
Ebusia for Simon Munya Kwaba Edamase Sano Pemu Guso Etmo TV ho amo hwe no so pemu kase wo KFM TV ne so me koso kai wo Sano Pen 7 no etwagu e wo ye Abel Fontentam video ne so Facebook and YouTube KFM TV GH no to betimi ahwe bi na wa share na wa like na wa dwenche ne so odi egu ase ama me kama na me to ansem ne so the amodia ebu akwa south MC and the dream we di enim ama illegal miners bi amwo esikuma wo monsa aso momo anini ane se ye importem ho no ana o ma hye de betutututu ho ase galam sei no mutu o se den kwan wo mo aye kro ni mu bisi base no enenam so ma MC honorable Nana Edu enso Akins aba montimu a wabehwe masankofo we sese a ensa etimi aso wo mu na se mpotemo se ne omo aye hobi no eho ana anopeyen so yetwa de ababeso mo ewo kase ne so enu ti sese ade okopie mu ewo esikuma sei anase potem ho no illegal miners no makoye hobi si basa sei a wo mahase e2 galamsey wo han no enam so ema honorable Nana Edu Akins sapon wafato ne ho so a wahwe masankofo sese aban ensa so mu a wo mo ebehwe na amunai wo mo akata so de aboa ewo so enu ti sese ade illegal miner ya de ampani fododo na ebom homode se ne be ya ano ebetimi abrase ewo my Ghana ha de amayen ewo ho sign same way anase video no ebi ana yeso yede bi ababesomo ewo kase no eso na yeto asem ne so de ama akonsem from the edu kopie mu ewo weja SCC na manebo a abeto dwane se bus stop for car wo mo aye wo ho no eno ana sese ade dwadifo afa ho de aye dwade bi aya we sori anod ne pan ekosi ho we sori anod ne umbrella ekoso eni o mahase a wo mo ton ade wo kwa anya nya asempeto akwa ho eno ana atimemofo ni bi abom homoden etwanfo ni de abeto yapono so ayenso yedi bi ababeso enu tukopie mo SCC bus stop a say ana sese ho aye bus stop for kra Ghana penifo abom homoden aye de aboa no enu ana mo so mafa to mo ho se ho na sese ade wo mo beton wo mu nuane ne wo mo nuoma bi wo ha eno ade bia entwa ye kwani sese ade sa video yes penifo ebehu na wo mo so matimi hwe no ma ye bibi de afo isa se de ekoso ade a eni enyan ense fata se bibi sei ebekoso wo my Ghana ha isa se sa bus stop yi wo mo ye se na be ya timemfo no ebenya baby ejina so mo peka akomo bia ahodo amoko ne ho nye marketer mo be sori akofa mo no ma ene mo kuku saka ebesi ho a mo beton nuane ene enoma ewo ho no ntin same way ye de abetum anima ye hwe sen Ghana penifo ensa ebetimi asom no ma ye bibi de afa ho ano so ye de emunsem ye de ababesom ewo ho sa ye de wo free sansem ni mu na ye de akonsem from there DVLA penifo Chief Executive Officer Edema Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority Owura Julius Mikwe Korte na wono so de abetudwa wo chem se sisi ade wo mo potima na se wo mo ejuma na wo ye no wo mo bebom homoden the healthcare facility ahihye so a eno beboa wo mo staff sin na wo che se no ye ade ba kwa eda DVLA penifo akoma so ye papa se won be hwe na wo mo aye de abo my Ghana enu ti sese ade wo mo de hihye pa egu kwan ma sa facility we ebetimi abaso de amayen nti same way ana Chief Executive Officer Edema Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority what they abetudwa no pay ayen so ye de bi esomo ewo kase no eso.
So we want to have a healthcare facility. So if you go to Smith, healthcare is not their mandate. VRA, they are supposed to do what light distribution or power distribution, but they have a healthcare center. Temahabo, that is supposed to, you are going to just bring your car container. They have a healthcare facility. Coco, they have a healthcare facility. Military, that is supposed to protect us with the gun crowd. They have a healthcare facility. Ghana Police, they have a healthcare facility. So why can't we concentrate on our drivers and also provide them with a decent healthcare facility? So we are saying that we are proposing that we are waiting, we are calling on investors to come. And trust me, so far, more than 10 investors are already in. Yes, more than 10. Yesterday, about 5 came to the office that they want to establish. But I know we also have our terms and conditions that we need to write. Shehu and Co will write and we'll sit down and look at it. We want to do it on BOT basis. That they'll build, operate, and then transfer to becomes property of DVLA. Maybe that day I will not be a chief executive of DVLA anymore after they finish operating. But what I'm saying is that we need to leave a legacy. and that legacy, we are going to establish a healthcare facility that will specialize in orthopedic issues. Drivers sit down, their back, their bone, those issues. And then referral. We are not praying for accidents, but we don't pray for death. But death is inevitable in every man's life. We are not praying for accidents, but you and I don't know tomorrow. So we need a healthcare facility for referrals so that our drivers can also feel comfortable. Our drivers' wives can also go to the hospital through insurance policies. The drivers can even, there are things we can do and make life so.
Ebusian Financing same way and a driver and vehicle licensing authority chief executive officer wode Abetu Jan and insem no one fence was sign edit to Jabioma watch him say see there in penny for the system be a begu kwama and no ebeboa amaya driver for moko renew one license near there no yes ada na obekọ office one won betime renew license na mo no mo ye nyama bi e ka ho no womo ayam ho sada na wo chese eno enhihye ya mpenifo edigu kwam se ne be betimi aboa ama womo ho aye ha bibia na delayance bia entimi enkoba womo adwuma ne manuti sesi ade obi bia enka na kuma entu ne yem driver ne bia enka na kuma entu ne misanse womo eye DVL mpenifo womo de nhihye pa egu kwam a eno ebeboa ma sade we etimi abemu de amomo eye Julius ni kwekwote wono anosan ede nsem we etu edwa
Foster, who has gone through the system. We know him. Yes, we knew this license more than 10 years, more than 5 years, more than 3 years. Still come and we have to go to another security system again and wait for 5 months, 6 months, 1 year before he gets his license. So for those people who are already in the system and we do renewal and upwards replacement and upgrading for them, those ones will be issuing them instant license. Instant to come, Jinaoji, Nawaji, license. But the new ones will still go through the 3 months system. So we check on the security and check whether everything is every process has been fulfilled before we can issue them with the license. So old members in the system, we have good news for you. We'll be issuing you the instant printing system. With the machines are even in already. The machines are even in already. We are left with training.
Ebusian Financing same way and Chief Executive Officer Edema Vehicle and Licensing Authority Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority in penny for what they Abetuja Julius Nikwe Quality and pay what they Abesume and so ye DB Abewo Ewo Cassia no so ye so na ye try your sima abaye bansem no ye de call edwadie. Fired in some no Elquedie Mudia Ghana man penny His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and Dedwe what in Sembi Abetuja Efa Ghana Yesika Sem who watch him says see Ghana ya boy humade ama Yesika Sem ejinani nice ye papa a International Monetary Fund IMF in penny phone po a yom one was Ghana yet me aboy humodin say ama Yesika Sem no et me ejinani nice say maybe a betrim no na Ghana Yesika Sem who ye papa na bosia de ye Bobby ewo munchen ye papa na sesia wo modwen ho monti ase se eye America kantem no Ghana yetimi aboye humode ma Yesika Sem no etimi afa ne ntoma pa efra ewo my Ghana same way ana mampeni John Dramani Mahama wode Abetuja yen so ye de bi esomo ewo dwede nsem no eso.
I've been at this job before. When we came into office, the crisis that faced us was very difficult. In my own imagination, I thought that we'll need about 2 years to begin to see a turnaround. That's what I thought. But Ebenezer, this is how far God has brought us. We're all surprised and shocked at the quick turnaround. Anytime I meet the IMF officials and the World Bank officials, they themselves cannot believe, what has happened in Ghana. So Ghana has now become the poster boy you know, of the IMF and the World Bank. So when they go to other African countries, they say, don't you see Ghana? Look at what Ghana has done. And that's why I say, it is only the grace of God. It is only the grace of God. I mean, to bring inflation from 23.8% to 5.4% in 1 year, I mean, how did we manage that? For the first time to see our long-suffering Ghanaian currency, the cedi, that has been taking a beating over the years. Dollars have been arrested, they've broken jail, and all that. For the first time to see the Ghanaian cedi appreciate by 37% in 1 year, it's only God. It's by His grace. The IMF gave us a primary balance of 1.5%. And 2025, our primary balance is 2%, higher than the IMF gave. And so, God has been good to us.
Adesma Benuti Semwe Anagana Mampeni, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Wade Abetuja Yeso, Yedibi Aba Besmo, Chesi de Ghana, a boy of Humodi, Papa, Ama Yesika Sem, age 99. So, I alcohol a African countries, a Hudona, Womode, Womo, Eto Ghana, Homo, Chesa, Bibiano, Umuncho Moni, Embesho, my Ghana, a year at the 1 ye, ewo, my Ghana, and Nubi Anamampeni John. Dramani Mahama Wade Abesum ye jinani semi so ne de dwede nsem no aba na wiye na madane me ho sima aba me ba me de nsem no eko enigede emu. Yadi semno eko enijede emudi agana nyumtini eba ne gospel nyumto ewo my Ghana ha wo bone homodin wo muye papa Dinah Hamilton ana meka ne ho asemi dedwe wono so eden sembi abetudwa efa gospel nyumto no ho a wo chese se wo bo nyuma enye de wo beye de bi eye nyum no eye message a ewo nyum ne mu enne sesi amra ye wo mu no eno ene ya de wo sa bibia wo hwe ansa wetimi eden nyum bi abambonten ni to on de ne nyuma otuina eye sa no ma no eno hwe ansa wetimi eden nyum bi abambonten mi semwe ana Dinah Hamilton wode abetudwa ma woni nsem twofo hia woni wo mu etwetwe enkomo.
Making the songs, are you making them saying, okay, next year week experiences?
No.
Really?
No, definitely not. Even this year, the theme of the event is not high, it's dwell.
It's dwell. But dwell here.
Exactly. But so it brings me to the point where it's not about the song, it's about the message that God gives us, or the era we are in, and when what God wants us to do. Okay. So that's what informs the theme. But when the theme is around that time that God will give us a song or will give us a message, and then we put it out there. So we don't necessarily say, oh, we're writing a song and then the song becomes it. No, it's not like that. No.
Well, let's talk about the preparation for our week experience. How long does it take you to prepare for our week experience?
I've been preparing all my life.
For our week experience?
Oh, yeah.
Every year?
Every year. The moment the one is done, you're thinking of the next one.
Ebusia for in some way ana Dinah Hamilton our ye gospel nyumtini our my Ghana hanu wode abetudwa no pe a ye de bi ababesum ye gina ni semisu ne de ye ni gede ensem no ene anopa no so pen mu kase no ye ni aba na wie ya no pen ensem no na edosu ye papa de di mu akotini ebi ene se eye baba jama ende dwe abetudwa se we bepie mu ewo my Ghana ha eye ya wasu east bo mu primaries no wode ne ho Bejima eno enya sem keto aka no pay yede emu nsem yede ebesom sa enso ana akopie mu ewo weja SCC bastop for kwamaye ho no ende de abetodwa se eye dwadifuo ana womode wo mu no makosi ho a wo mo ton ade ho no so ye hwe se Ghana penifo betimi enya bi na wo mo aye bibi e de afa ho no so yede emu nsem yede ebesom anope ewo kase ne so yede dwade nsem eka ho edema mampani John Dramani Mahama echom sesisi ade Ghana yesika sem etimi agina ne nan so ye papa IMF mpanimfo mpo eyo mo wonwa se sima kakrantem no yetimi aboye homoden ma yesika sem no etimi afanento mapa ede fra eno so yedo mo esuko edema yede ni dede nsem eka ho edema Dinah Hamilton awoye gospel nyumtini ewo my Ghana wo chesa abrevia no wo ye nwuma wo hwe eye message e wo nwum ni mu ene mra ye wom ansasa nwum no wetimi ede abamontini mo eno so yede mu nsem anope yede ebesom ewo kase ne so weni nsem ne afufropi ayebo ano ide besom se no so pem kase wo KFM TV ne so yede aseda kase ebekwa amayabo afo KFM Musical Center ane wo moton instrument bia se ope combo guitar microphone speaker drum set no woodweni echemu ewo masue ya wonsa ebeka sa instrument ni ne bi wo anan kopiemu ewo asantema ubehu mo twa kwan ewo adum wo mo ne Sambra hotel no ana bonhwe ni mo Cramantem House no wo mo ewo Accra Zongole na no ntu betimi akọ no akọju instrument ya papa ebo no so eda form boko sa enso ana no pay dada batek hub enso eton phones eni ho akade bia se wo pe Infinix iPhone Samsung Yam Tecno odofo men kanfo bebia enfam o isan se dada batek hub enkwa ana ye bia ya obenya phones ya papa ebo no so eda form boko odweni echim ewo kanisha womo Takwa station ni pe ukopiemo ewo womo new branch ne so womo ewo Accra Central eno ntu betimi akodadaba na wakodwo phone se ya papa warranty edaso ne so na ebo no so ewo form ewo hosa eye Talent Microfinance enso ye sikakwa bia womo aba womo ebo ni padodo na mo musika sem ejina ne nan so eno ti se wo ye ankrankran nyumeko sorry na mo pe baby edi musika esie no mema eno enye wodadwen esanse talent for ba womo ebebo ama osika sem no etimi ejina ne nan so ye papa mantam edu nsia no talent for abom homodin edu emu nsia a edu na aka no omugusu amodin hihye pa egu kwam se wo betimi edu ho de ama obibia no tibo homodin na fa ho bedom talent na yade a wo mbebo ama osika sem no etimi ejina ne nan so ye papa no page meko we adaroma ana womo ebo mechi do ma meden sem no medeba ebe somo yebeda obibia sisemo je bre etina mo TV ne ho a mo hwe kase yebeda production team ni na so ase sa no pay wo mo boy ma yeden semi yede ebe somo kenkan for awte me ka no pay no edin a meje so ene mami esi enkoma ye mamu ina ache
for France yaba match papa so sports and I say economy so what pentem to say me yanom choose sports what say we bet me to qualify hakokubase ama battery ni bi swaka because 320 kilometers we charge in 6 hours we bet me your full battery now when you fast charge and so 3 hours per your set making sure so okay ni kan wo when you sa wakem we be a door na start Chili Joby, black and white. Makuma swat. Man san kawo de yen check the aka no. Yeah no. Abe for de ni mu ba ko ni o. De awunya no wuki. Making sure say key ni ben when ya sa wakem. Hui o no efe. Leather na ewo mu no so dance. Eye gray ni o ma hodo mi no. De ni hakakra, ene de mu odu. Esan so was screens mi no. Wey e ma information a hunya wo ka ne hunyina. Answer besia bonum papa. Your friend entertainment. They are here no. Ane. And that's over to me so I drive in 3 modes just like the others. Standard and I say sports. So open tema. Car way so. A bet to me to kwaya Kumasi aba. 330 kilometers. Which am I do crowd to make Jesus so no bonum kakra. Answer na do. Who charging the 6 hours sir? No. So bet to me so charging no 3 hours. Your friend no fast charge. You know nyina KFM Limited and they are big just so fraying near me sanka what the intentem so open installment a high purchaser and train one nase we've got you solid yanume on sabetumi aka fidie mu bia e wo KFM Limited on sabeke fidie no na watua no nkakra we unya no bebia aje KFM Limited fraying ever sort out
Yo, I'm for and I am Makwaba at the bar, a KFM musical shopper. The Tosumi no, who free a Kumasi Malcolm that dam hono, a sunny at the bar at Dumuno, Sabrano Udu, a Sambra Junction, Sambra Hotel in Quantana Sope. Now shop on any Sambra Hotel and the Dinsha anymore. Would the free Sambra Hotel a wo sunny at the co, Nankane and Hagan hono, Anne, a ho and a KFM musical shop. Ye Tosumi no, ye bien the fofro. Now the air can say, and feed your papa a timiche. The old day sorry, the old day grow agro ahudo. Juma de be a woody over here a young fiddy musical instrument piano, a KFM into a say Ghana Muntie Asante Mai Muntie a KFM musical shop. Anna Sabre Yabian for Monuchai. A war Premper the 2nd Street. We free all men come down and now sunny Ediko Edumno and Udu Sambra Hotel Quantana so now what done on Sunny Faso a hot announce KFM musical shop ye a war Yani Sambra Hotel Anna ever anymore ye chow abribia
Gran Messi say may I proud and I say may you jar me free Kumasi Dum KFM instrument store obi bisa sa se bo men fo dia wo to nwa woni sida wo de ne ma papa ejira wonim na wo to nwa wo say yes wo to nwa bibi aka wakoma ni nyina free KFM instrument store Kumasi Adum se mi gira ho na me to nwa mi tibi nya ho me ka fi se fidi papa mu anim na mi gina no wo betro ye ko ma ya do se kana twa nanka kana